Hey guys, back with another one. Yesterday, I took me another little break. I've gone fishing. Yeah, I've gone fishing. And there's a lot of foolishness going on, per usual. You know how that happens when the stars of the show, the circus, are not around. People tend to want to conjure up things that shouldn't even be a surprise to anyone. So as y'all come into the live, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button. To me, it's funny. I got a few things I'm gonna say. That's why I'm putting up this statement right here. All statements are allegedly, or in my opinion. Actually, I'm gonna change that to all statements are allegedly, or in my opinion. Because I'm gonna say some things that people are not gonna like, and I don't really care. At this point, I took a little break because today is my refeed and I'm gonna have me a good day today. Okay. Y'all need to get fasting with me and get that toxicity out of your brain matter and start living life, looking at life for what it is, and stop trying to be so invested unless you're getting paid for it. I'll say that. Into these people's lives, and y'all don't know what you're talking about. You're just taking sides. When you just are taking sides and you don't know what is really going on behind closed doors, you don't know who is lying, who is telling the truth. They all seem to, at time to time, make up lies, things that don't exist, and we just, feed into it. You know what I'm saying? So let me just tell you something. I got two things I want you to listen to. Um, but the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I have a earlier video few months back when Tesehki was on the No Jumper. Shout out to No Jumper. As a matter of fact, I got to make sure I put credit to No Jumper in the description box of this video when I get off. Hey, Rosen. Good morning. And good morning, Casey. Good morning. Um, but again, when they're under the influences, the Malones and also the No Jumper crew who was interviewing Tesehki, she was talking about a lot of jibber jabber, if you ask me. To me, it is not enough for one person to be that mad at their sister. It's, life's too short. People are being really petty. Hey, Sharon. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Weak and negative can't feed it on. Right. But it's just it's really crazy. But I'm gonna let you listen to the video on No Jumper, and they were all high up, and I couldn't pretty much make out what the pet. I know it was pettiness that um Tesehki was talking about. However, you know, drinking, smoking, and then the interviewers drinking, smoking, it's a bad mix. So we're gonna go check it out. Yes, I am on here early. Probably, yes, maybe I'll go live later on. I have not decided that. However, we're gonna watch this beautiful bean footage. Then we have a recent updated live. I did not bother to edit the whole live that Tesehki did because she's just like Chrisean when when she's mad or maybe under the influence. Every other word out her mouth is just profanity. And it didn't make any sense for me to edit that whole conversation and try to get down to why Tesehki is mad at the public, mad at Zeus Network, mad at CashApp, mad at the viewers, mad at the supporters, mad at the fans. You can't get down to the bottom of any of this when every other word is trash, profanity. I'm a blank. I'm a I mean, it's like it's just too much. You can't even make out what the message is. So I'm not gonna try to because it's gonna aggravate me. So we're gonna look at the No Jumper interview. Understand they were under the influence, all three of them, first and foremost. So I guess they call this an interview. Her explaining. stuff that led up to why Chrisean Rock and her have a fallout. But we also know of some serious allegations also why Tesehki is also allegedly or so-called mad at her sister. But I'm gonna definitely this whole live, I don't care who gets mad, tell you in my opinion why Tesehki is acting like Tesehki. And that's just what happens, when you put somebody on. So you can, by me just saying that, you basically can get a clear understanding on my position and where I'm going with it. And that's just the bottom line.
She goes out to school. That's how she gets to California.
Exactly, Rosen.
She came here for school.
For school, she comes out here for school.
Snaked
She
her way
ends
in.
up doing all these social media. I mean, not social media. These reality TV.
Snaked her way in. Don't need a sister no more. So now what she's doing is doing her, and see is gonna catch up to her because allegedly, and we'll see the up to date video from last night. And I only like edited out like 4 or 5 minutes of it because she sounds like trash. Tesehki, if you're listening to me, because honey, I am not scared of you. You guys go on these reality shows. They call it reality shows, but really it's not reality because you're not going around putting paws on everybody, you or your sister Chrisean. So I'm gonna say that respectfully and equally. But you act like the big bad wolf now because you don't need your sister. But your sister, I know you had a voice prior to your singing career. Chrisean Rock really wasn't into rapping or any of that stuff prior to meeting Blueface. That is what I allegedly have gathered. I could be wrong, but this is what I have gathered. But you did have a background in not rapping but singing. You have a very beautiful, soulful voice. But you need to really tread lightly because you're doing too much.
Reality shows and all of this stuff. You see your little sister starting to have emotion. What's your first thoughts?
Not yet.
Far as she had motion
Been
before.
resting.
I don't know that. I'm
feel
just saying.
She had motion before she, went into any of the
I'm not
reality
saying.
stuff,
I'm talking about. Yeah, she moves out here. I'm just saying her transition into Hollywood. Y'all from Baltimore, so y'all had motion, but she wasn't. Was she having reach back then like that?
Yes, like far as like. What you mean, like getting?
Like,
she wasn't
no,
an
like,
artist.
was
she
it-
was
no,
a
what
track
I'm-
star, so she had reached though, cause she was on shows. She was doing. She did a tag show.
But that's what I'm talking
You know what I
about.
mean?
Those
Like-
shows. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was proud of her.
Yeah, she did the tag show. She's starting to transition into being on the camera. I'm not saying the ratchet TV at first.
yeah,
I'm just
'cause
talking
that
about
right there
Hollywood.
was that hurted me. That seeing that stuff, the reality stuff that you saw.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So all right, boom. So I was talking about she's trying. That's where I was trying to start. She was doing those type of shows. Then she goes to blues and all this type of stuff. Were you aware that she partakes in toxic relationships before this?
I don't know.
Probably, just not to that.
Who does an interview that stoned to begin with? You want to do an interview. The interview was specifically about the relations with you and your sister. And you're on there just as stoned as these two knuckleheads who are always every day stoned on YouTube on their platform. And you want us to take anything that you say seriously. I try to give her a little bit of credit on that, trying to unalive Blueface, but I'm starting to side eye that too. I was when I say unalive and Blueface, I mean like an emotion that Chrisean may have had, not an action she took out to do it to Blueface. But people can think that way sometime when they're angry at their partner, loved ones, or whatever. It's a human reaction. I mean, I wouldn't go too far with it. I would just stay away from someone that would make me feel like that. But Tesehki, you're stoned out and you sound and look crazy just like these two dudes.
Magnitude.
I mean,
Because I think every chick can talk. Because I don't want her to. I didn't want to leave her on the cliff. Church by fingernail, and I just didn't want to leave her hanging.
Shouldn't have been
I saw
smoking that
her.
weed.
She's like,
on the
you don't
interview.
got to.
But I know. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't really
I was like,
know.
she's getting interviewed by
She
two
was
dope
in
people.
relationship. She was still a baby when she was in relationships. So that really don't. The teenage relationships really don't count. It wasn't nothing toxic. They was teenagers running track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? Getting ready for college.
So you felt like the turning point was her relationship with a certain individual?
I can say that had a big part in it, but we have a lot of control of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, we need to find a way that we can get control of ourselves.
Talking to the mic.
You can't hear me?
Nah, what I'm saying is, I
okay.
know that you talking low.
Because it's just like right in my face, so that's why I'm like.
Because you talking a low. That's the only reason why.
She ain't told no lie, though. I heard you. Yeah, that was real. You ain't tell no lie.
So, it's just like.
You saying people have control. Like,
right.
Yeah, you got control over yourself. Yeah. So you feel like the control left?
I just feel like things got out of control. Because she was with us.
Yeah.
Me and my husband. She was living with us before she came out here. So it was like.
Did she like to drink a lot before?
No, she didn't drink.
Because I know she was an athlete.
No, she didn't drink. She was an athlete.
So all of this was new to you?
Yes.
That was your little baby at first? That's crazy. Yeah, because, I mean, you knew she knew how to fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
I know. I didn't even know she knew how to fight.
Baltimore.
I'll be honest. I knew she was strong. I knew she had fight in her because in all of us.
When y'all all linked up.
I didn't know she knew how to protect herself like that.
That's where it was going.
Yeah, when y'all all linked up in Baltimore, like when they came out there, everybody they had flew out to come see y'all. How long was it since you had seen her? Remember when they came out, like the cameras was there and they all got into the little scuffle right there in the hotel valet or whatever. How long was it for you since you had seen her?
I had just seen her. Yeah, I was just with her.
You had just saw her before that?
Yeah,
like,
I was just out here with her. Wasn't I just out here in Cali? Yeah, I was just in Cali with her.
All right,
No, I'm talking about
before
then.
Blue's relationship and all that.
Oh, see, no, like, so when she was...
Because, like, remember, when they...
So when she was on the show with Blueface?
Right, yeah. How long was it before that?
Oh, see, okay.
Was it a few months since before you had seen her?
So I seen her after she did the OnlyFans, the Blue show, not with Zeus, not the Crazy in Love show that we was featured on.
Right.
Not that one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see her the whole time she was doing that show. When I talked to her, you feel me, over the phone and stuff, but
You was used to seeing her.
yeah, I didn't see her because she was out here on that show with him. And then, I seen her after that show was over.
Yeah.
Then that's when that show came about.
Okay.
The other show was Zeus.
So, yeah, because I see a lot of interventions that y'all was trying to have and y'all was trying to get it together and all that type of stuff. So I didn't know that this was y'all first time seeing this type of toxic stuff coming into play. So when the family meets up, all of that type of stuff, what was the talk on y'all way up there to go see Blueface? Was it like a on-site type thing for y'all?
No, we was supposed to be meeting them and having dinner.
Which it sound like when it was on the cameras. Like, it sound like y'all was excited to see her. Y'all was already sitting down waiting,
We was sitting
eating.
there
Like, I
for-
watched the whole thing. So that's why I was like, okay, they're waiting for her. She pops up, it seems like pretty much after y'all had ate already and everything, and that's when y'all meet in, like, the hotel lobby right there or whatever. I think that's when Blue or whatever, and your dad walked up, and your brother, and
Even then,
everybody
but
else.
I see that right there. I didn't like. I don't know if y'all really paid attention to me, but I didn't like how that went about.
I was paying attention. That's why I was
Like,
trying to ask.
and
When I was listening to this interview, even though it's like wah 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 wah, I still was getting the vibe that the Malones are a trip. And anytime you can plot on trying to really, really get close with your younger sister to get on, you'll do that with anybody. You're not a good friend to anybody, let alone your sister or yourself. she literally blew up off of Chrisean Rock. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody would even know who the begging Malones were, the crazy Malones were, until Chrisean Rock had brought these people on the scene. Seriously.
If you listen to me and try to tune on everybody, I was literally telling everybody to stop, because even though they wasn't trying to go at Blue, it's still like, I just told them, like, if I'm with my peoples and his whole family come at me like that to talk to me, I'm automatically gonna feel some type of way. What
you put yourself in them shoes.
Right, what's up? What are we doing?
That's real. That's
we can sit
up,
at this table and talk like adults, like how we're sitting here talking.
Yeah.
So I understood. That's why I was like, you know what, hey, both of y'all chill. But nobody wanted to listen to me.
Yeah.
That's why I got so angry. Nobody was trying to listen to me.
Blue seemed very calm on camera. Like, I don't know if you felt any other type of vibes from him when maybe the camera was off for a second. It seemed like it was rolling the whole time. And he seemed like he kind of held his composure. He was being cool. And then it just kind of turned up out of nowhere.
And that's when you and your sister. The answers was everything was defensive, because it was like, you're asking me this. Yeah. But it's like, everybody's right here. So it's like, if you say something wrong, they about to hit me. So it's like, at the same time, I still got to be a man, stand my ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a bind. You put my, everybody, and that's why I was so upset.
Did you feel disrespected after the situation?
No, yes, I did, because that's our dad. Like, that's who we came from. Like, that's who, like, when we was going in that system, that foster care system, that's who called home and was like, hey, Ma, go get my children. Yeah. They cannot be lost in the system because me and their mother just caught a bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? His parents was able to come get us and make sure we stay together and make sure we know each other. Yeah. So it's just a little, even though, like I said, I still, you know what I mean? I'm a parent. So you know what I'm saying? I know what I do, you feel me? To make sure my children is understanding. So it's just like, man, that's disrespectful. Like, that was just crazy. I just felt like him and Blue should have been able to talk it out, whatever, not have to fight it out. Because at the end of the day, back to what I was saying, like, control. Like, if both people can control themselves, I don't think.
I think what happens in them type of cases, right, is when people, like, it's like you never meet nobody, but you hear somebody that you love speak bad on that person. What you gonna automatically do when you finally meet them? Raise your antennas on them. Because you probably done heard around already bad things about the person. So once you finally meet them, it don't matter whether they good or not. Somebody that you love has told you, like, hey, I don't that person for whatever the case may be. So guess what you gonna do? You gonna automatically.
Lord forgive me if something was wrong and caused his voice to be like that, but oh my God, you irk me. I could not wake up listening to you in the morning.
Turn on too, like, hold on. So now when you see him, everybody's turning up. You know what I'm saying? Because all they hear is bad things.
Exactly.
Am I right? Like, I don't know if
and it's your sister, too.
And it's your sister on top of it. Yeah. And it's your sister on top of it, like, about to get ready to raise some flags up on that one. So I can definitely understand.
You feel like that's where Zeus casted you, like, from you throwing that nutty, or you just...
What nutty? What
not nutty, just being mad they see your character.
You talking about the last one, the recent one in Cali?
Do you feel like you've been a person that's influenced her to be some of the way that she may portray herself on camera?
No, because she never seen me like the way y'all seeing me right now, where you see me on camera.
Right.
She never seen me like that.
So you say she never picked that from you is where I'm trying to get to.
When she went to the same high school as me, people
clear that up.
Just like Latifah. Yeah. And they be like, you got hands like her? Because they knew my hands. She was way younger than me. You know, she's like 5, 6 years younger than me. So it's like, you know, so it was like.
But you was mad and you was talking about you.
People got to talk about their hands ain't really throwing no hands. And if they're throwing hands with people they know that they can throw hands with. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just randomly throwing hands with people. You know what I'm saying? You know who to throw them hands at. And you know who not to put no hands on.
Taught her that.
No, I'm saying where you think she get it from? Because obviously when those same people keep telling her every day in high school, or you know, at her games and stuff, at practice, you look like Latifah. Do you fight like you fight? It was like, okay, obviously. You know, I told y'all, it's in all of us. So
it's in the name.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, where you think she got it? I'm older than her, so it's like, of course. You feel me? She didn't have to see it, but she heard about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you say you never interviewed, you want to influence how she acts. I'm talking about the way she acts emotionally, more than just how she acts physically. You know what I'm saying? She ever seen you act like that whether it's about a man, whether it's about a
Yes.
situation.
She have seen me, like, we're clingy, and that's because of the neglect that we had as childs. So now it's
Yeah.
like, with our partners, we want to be right there. We want to be in their skin, I guess. I feel like we just try to make up for the time that we need it. Because people, like, for real, my children get all the love, and they don't really they're not clingy up under me.
Well, you need to make up with that with your mother and your father, because these men that y'all are picking, especially Chrisean, honey, you don't want to be too clingy with them.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and then they're not into, like, okay, for, like, example, like, around, like, 13, 14, you be thinking about girlfriends or boyfriend. No, they're not into that. Like, so it's just because, obviously, they getting enough love and attention at home.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Are they gamers?
yeah, my son is a gamer, but he's also a people
Right,
person.
fighting for
Like,
what?
you could tell
No,
saying
no,
you
young
up.
lady fighting like
I
you
wasn't saying
compete.
like an introvert gamer.
No,
I'm just
like,
saying,
because he is a gamer. His room is
Yeah.
cool. It's gamed out.
Yeah.
But, no, my daughter, she's a people person as well. Like, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
good.
it's
Yeah,
like, and
yeah.
again, like, I'm understanding. So from me being
And
that type of
Tesehki's
parent,
daughter's
and
kind of
support
fresh.
system I have,
I'm
like,
quite sure she
I'm
heard
okay,
about
more love, more attention. You
what
really
she
don't
said
be worried about
online.
that.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
just
crazy,
go
but just
leave me
to worried about it as a
champagne.
child.
I'm crazy.
Let me get
I won't deny it. I ain't gonna deny it. We at the table, we gonna
This dude talking about he crazy. Ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight.
tell the truth if we go, have the truth serum out. I mean, I know I'm crazy. That's why I stay away from people.
Yeah. So
Because they
Me
can't
too.
handle how I
Boy,
really want to say, because I'm going to say my truth. And I guess today that's, labeling you as crazy, So if me telling the truth, what you need?
Yeah, I'm good. I get called crazy every day.
bottom cup. Yeah, I ain't gonna
Hey, so if me telling the truth, right, is crazy, then I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always going to tell it how I feel it.
The truth ain't crazy though.
Yeah, but they'll call it that these days. We know it. They try to throw you in a psych ward behind it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to say certain things.
I'm okay
You're not
with being
supposed to
crazy.
get people, you're not supposed to get people woke
Crazy
around
is
you.
good,
It is.
okay?
Crazy is good.
I have it tattooed on my back. I know I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just tapping in.
enough crazy is enough crazy. So it's
we know
like,
who
all
put
right,
her
boom.
on.
Now
We know who put a lot of people
I'm a
on.
good
You
crazy
know-
though.
Rock.
I'm not the crazy you can't work with.
you
It's a time
you
and
know
place.
yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Meatball, when she was advertising, her ain't nothing hats and clothing, Chrisean Rock did. She took her out to I think California and let her hang out with her for a couple of days. Now all of a sudden Meatball's on the baddies. You feel what I'm saying? So I peep it.
So now baddies, they pick you up. You ain't did no reality shows before baddie, did you?
Nope.
Okay. So
She's not trying to give her
You
sister
on
no
baddies.
credit. That's what's the disrespectful part.
you see the cast from baddies. You ain't been on no reality shows yet. What's your relationship with your sister going into you being selected as a baddies cast member?
It was good. Well, I thought it was good. It was a whole setup. I don't know. I thought it was good. Cause right before that, I got casted, I went to get my surgery done. So she was, with me the whole 9 steps.
Tesehki's
She wasn't
always
there
been
with me, but
known
she was on the phone with me,
to
FaceTime
be
the whole
into
time.
music and
Talking to
sing.
me about the show, how we gonna do this, how
But
we gonna do
Chrisean
that.
Rock
So she
put
was
her out,
invested with
put
you.
her on.
Yes, very
Put her
invested.
out
She knew how, I couldn't sit on my. She knew that I couldn't. I had scar tissue. She knew everything. She knew my symptoms. She knew everything. She was asking all these questions, and I was telling her.
Why?
'Cause I thought that's what sisters
you
do.
just had surgery
the
or
whole time
something?
it was, I had
Oh,
a
yeah.
BBL with goals.
all right.
So yeah, it was.
I can tell you heard about
So-
some certain things and how certain things may have landed.
Wait. So you think she was sizing you up?
They definitely was sizing me up.
Oh, wow.
Definitely was sizing me up because the night that I got jumped, they were there when I, figured out how long I could keep my fire off. I asked my
Tesehki
coordinator,
say
and she was like, "You
people are
got an
trying
hour
to
and a half
jump
off,
her.
with that thing off. But
She
as
almost
soon as
got
you get
unalive
out that
because of
club, you need to be
Chrisean
putting it
Rock.
back on."
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at that time, I still couldn't sit on my, and then, I still had hella scar tissue. So, yeah, how you going to be acting? You can't be doing all
I ain't
that
never
stuff
seen
you
somebody
be doing to me. I'm
jealous
like,
to
what you mean
Chrisean
doing to
Rock.
you? She was like getting in my face and stuff, because it's going to be a bunch of,
Who's getting in your face?
No, she said that to me. She was, it was
like you can't be getting in my face.
Yeah, she was like, it's gonna be a bunch of. This is what she said. She was, it's gonna be a bunch of baddies. That's gonna be like all of us or whatever on it. And I was like, what? What you mean? And then, mind you, my best friend took the phone because she caught it. I caught it, but I was still trying to keep it calm on the live. You feel me? My best friend caught it and straight was like, what you mean? Like, y'all sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Like, sisters always argue, but so basically they was basically trying to give me a heads up. I feel like if we get into it, they gonna jump on you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my best friend was very, offensive with it, and I caught it after I went through what I went through. I'm like, you know what I mean? It was just different little things like that was said before we got on.
These two interviewers are so focused on the weed and that little champagne they're drinking. They're not even paying her no attention. And she's all stuck off the weed. They're like the three musketeers over there. The three high musketeers.
Actual show together.
That's crazy. So now you there. You have to audition? Like, wait.
Brick. His name is Brick.
Did you have to go to the audition? I mean, we kind of stunning kind of.
I had to audition.
How it goes. Like,
I had to audition.
Yeah, like you knew you was gonna be.
I was just thirsty. That's why it took me so long to answer.
Yeah.
Nah, you was going on there though.
What are you doing?
They was gonna put you on the regardless. That was inevitable.
So no, I was definitely going on there. Like I already talked to Boss Man. He already went.
Wait a minute, back up. Is she being sarcastic when she said she had an audition? Because she's saying in the present time she never had an audition to be on the baddies. And she also was saying that her sister was not the one that put her on and got her on the baddies, which I beg her to differ.
Kid, he was like, look,
yeah,
going on there.
Pretty
but
humble, I like Lebby.
I'm a team player. I'll do what we have to do. So I did. Yeah, shout out to Lemmy. So I definitely went and did the auditions.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
Okay, bad. So auditions done. Now you about to go on TV. What's the butterflies, bro? That's what I'm like. What is it like? Like I got to do this, do that. Did you go get surgery right before? Because it's like I'm finna get my. Or you already was scheduled for this?
No, see, I already wanted it done. I just didn't. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know when I was gonna get it done. I just was like, that's something I'm going to do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then the situation with the baddies had happened, and it just was so much. I was getting booked so much. It was just a lot going on. And I remember Goals and them hit me up. Yeah. And we just, we collabed.
I believe when you do somebody wrong that puts you on, I believe that there should be an option to make them famous, unmake them relevant, unmake them into the person that they originally was, so that they could see what they had. Because in an instant, God can give you everything, because he's the only one that I know of that can do that. God can give you everything and take it away in a split second.
And yeah, so I was just like, and it worked out perfect because I was like, dang, I'm about to go on reality TV.
Family's mad talking.
So you get it there.
Only thing I didn't like that I couldn't sit down and I couldn't participate in a lot of like activities.
What type of activities did you want to participate in?
The go-kart, because I would have won. But I couldn't sit in those things, so I had to be the flag girl. Like,
so what was your
I wonder
first
who's been gassing her head up?
Because like it's baddies, y'all supposed to be promoting. Get in that, because I told you I wasn't gonna get in.
Yeah, you don't have to. I was gonna close it up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but it started from a petty argument, something so emotional, and mind you, it was like, what was it over? I can't even remember. Hold on. Oh, it's because I said, mind you, Tay Tay, AJ, that's a normal thing to say because Tay Tay and AJ, they always together. Yeah. AJ is my best friend. I mean, Chrisean's best friend, and Tay Tay is my best friend. Yeah. But they be together, like, you know what I mean? Like how me and her sisters, like, they be together. They the ones that, when we going out somewhere and when we all together, those be the ones that's with us. So that's something normal for me to say, but I didn't even know I said it. And mind you, on that same Sprinter ride, I just found out that her and AJ was beefing. So my best friend was like, hey, we about to drive down to y'all because Virginia is only, we was in D.C., I think, right?
Yeah, all that, the whole DMV area, it's all y'all together over there.
It was like 40 minutes away.
Maryland, Virginia.
So she like, we coming to the event tonight, you feel me, in the Baddies event in D.C. So I'm like, all right, cool. Who all coming? She like me, AJ, Tiffany. I'm like, all right, the regular crew, like
the regulars.
the regulars.
Yeah.
So I'm telling Chrisean because we right there on the spin together. So she like, AJ can't come. I'm like, why? She like, no. But mind you, obviously something happened between them. A best friend argument that I didn't know about. It wasn't that bad because AJ still around and she didn't tell me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like she's still coming around, knocking on the door, chilling with big sis. You feel me? Like I'm considered her big sister. So I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even really questioning you pregnant. Straight text my best friend. I still got the messages because I don't delete receipts. So I'm like, best friend, AJ can't come. You feel me? I'm like, she can't come.
She a cold
And she was like, wow. I'm like, Sean said she can't come. So my best friend was like, yo, what's wrong with her? I'm like, I don't wrong with her. And I said, I hope she having, this was before we even knew the sex. I was like, I hope she having a boy, bro, because, she is a firecracker. Like, you know what I mean? So she was like, all right, AJ can't come. But as we finally get to the DC area, that's when I got on live and I obviously said, hey, AJ, hey, Tay. You know what I mean? So she instantly was like, why the saying AJ? But it was aggressive. And I was like, what you mean? I ain't say AJ. I didn't even know that I said it, honestly. I didn't know I said it until Zeus and played it back on the episode. That is the honest truth. But that's something normal to say. You feel me? That's like how y'all say y'all name together. You know what I mean? On y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You feel me? It just rolls off your tongue. So if so when she said I said, I'm like, I did not say that. That's how I just didn't know I said it. So she's like, I didn't say it. So I'm defensive. She like, yes, you did. So she asking all the girls, all the baddies on. Didn't she just say that? Didn't she just say AJ? I'm like, yo, I did not say that. Long story short, she did not let me have it. So she was like, that's your best friend though. Like, come on, it's not even that deep. Like, whatever y'all got going on, it ain't that deep because I didn't know nothing about it. It didn't hit the fan over here.
Yeah.
Y'all got to some little argument because you pregnant.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
you getting into it, everybody at this point. But they don't realize that when they pregnant. Right. Y'all don't realize that.
So now she putting like other baddies in, like, trying to get verification for her. Yeah. And that's something that like I would say, like that's how my big sister would say to me. If I was doing what she was doing to me on that sprinter, pregnant or not, my big sisters would have said the same thing. If they were on that sprinter, you feel me? And they would have said the same thing to me. And I was doing what Sean was doing to me, they would have said the same thing, like, Tifa, come on now, I will smack skin. You know what I mean? Like, you my sister. That's how it was.
Like, so you go outside
that's how it was. So it wasn't saying I was going to literally, we're just like, come on now, bro. Like, you know me. Like,
that big sister energy.
Right. So
that's all it was. You put it out there.
I felt, so mind you, we pulling up, the doors for the open, and Saya spoke. Shout out to Saya. Saya was like, look, y'all sisters,
she be hitting me for. But that's my people though. Yeah, like, she's like, hey, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
She's a good person. She cool.
No, I met her out in Vegas one time. I gotta ask.
What?
I gotta ask. I mean, man, I want to know. And if she don't want to answer this one, it's cool. But I gotta ask you because that is your sister. You being a mother, and I could tell you being a mother, like you prideful for her, like you really, you pride yourself on that. Being a good mother, how do you feel about your sister and her stepping into motherhood? Like, what do you see her as? Like, do you feel like, she being a good mom? Like, she on her game? Or how do you feel about it? Like, you being her sister and being a mother at that?
I don't know. Because I don't.
That's what
I haven't
saying,
been around her, like how we right here. I haven't been around her and the child to see that. I don't know. I don't want to answer that. I get to see what y'all get to see on social media.
This
all I had to say
was
is
much
protect
longer,
your
but I
child at all
wasn't
costs.
editing
That's
all
all
that.
Yeah.
3 people up here high. Don't even
I had to
remember what they
ask.
said
I
tomorrow.
don't want to. I just wanted to know, like, because you are a mom. Like, and,
protect your child at all costs. So I just said, I seen the stuff that y'all said on social media. How old are your babies? My son is half my age. I don't get to tell y'all who my son is.
So, yeah, you know. Like, no, but I'm saying, so you very well. I only ask because I feel like, okay, even your son being older, you're very well equipped.
My son and my daughter.
You're very well equipped to talk about the situation and put a magnifying glass on it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not going to speak too much on it because, you got to talk to people that's actually around it to actually get to see it. All I get to see is what you guys get to see on social media. And from what I get to see, protect your child at all costs. And, because we know what to do. We know how to be good parents.
Yeah.
It's not
into it. And if we was
Okay, so this next one here is recent. This is from last night. She went in with a little purple bonnet on. My favorite color, purple, so I ain't talking about the color purple. But anyway, she was doing too much. Her Her language was foul, profanity. I don't even understand. I understand what she was getting at. She was getting at Zeus Network, the issues she's having with them, plus her sister lying on her about hooking her up with the Zeus Network. I get that. But when somebody is talking like trash, like street trash, like in my opinion, Tesehki was talking like you're trying to sound masculine, and I guess how a dude on the street corner of New York sounds, or Baltimore, and you're not articulating yourself like a young lady. It's really hard to understand what you're saying. You really sound like a clown, Tesehki. I hope that you understand how you sound, and going forth, when you get up here to talk, you don't do this to yourself.
You good for the show, whatever. You should be on the show. Da, 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 da. I said, yeah, but I ain't doing no auditions. I'm already on Zeus. Exactly, those are my exact words. This is the end, because you know who was right there? Both of my sisters was right there. I said, I already been on Zeus, so why? Like, let's talk about it, Fuson, because what they not finna do is play with your sister, like, and I've been thanks. I said, I'm not finna do auditions. I said, because I'm already on your show, bro. I said, I'm already part of Zeus family. Why would I do auditions? Exact words. I ain't gonna get into it, da-da-da. I was like, all right, cool, I'll do auditions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They might be the problem, not the 15 people.
So, yeah, a boss-to-boss conversation. A higher up boss talking to a boss.
Oh, please.
Like, that's what happened. Okay? And I never told her, oh yeah, that never was the deal for me to get on the show. I had to fight live. Like a bunch keeps saying about me. Okay? Like, are you stupid? Everywhere I go, I'm well respected. You can put me in a room by myself with 1 million of me. I promise you, I'll be well respected.
Oh, wow, she paid for a BBL. Really, I didn't know about that.
Think a little motherfucker. No, it didn't. And then when I had that conversation with Sean outside of the Sprinter, I told her, I said, yo, what do you want from this? I said, because ain't no fighting come off this. Y'all still, we done did how many seasons? Wow. We still ain't found an eater. Come on, now stop playing with me. Like I said, bro, that's good enough for apology, bro. That ain't good enough for me to eat. She was like, okay. Audition. We got on that Sprinter, camera start shining. Never trying to outshine anybody. I got on there. It was all worth. It was worth that. It doesn't make you. And I apologize whenever talking about. Still more gangster than any of you smart. That make you respectful. That make you wise. Talking about. Just keep saying, oh, I see what. No, you don't still got the text message. Let's get into it. Like, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Because one thing about this phone right here, this the gold mine. That's why I got this back in the day gold case. This the gold mine. Play with it. Like, let's get into it.
This girl is a mess.
Like, what y'all finna not do is play on my top. Get to it. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? See, gangster, gangster called me. My said, gangster, I need that song you be playing. I said, what song? She said, PTR. I said, oh, let me send it to you. Okay, so now that means we're getting close to what I'm trying to show you. Look, good morning. Love you. I talked to Lemmy. I'm judging for the baddie. This is after I came home from Cali. From shooting Crazy in Love. Talk to Lemmy. I'm judging the baddies. You should do this audition. Let's go. Now, one person laying a finger on you. That's I got told, mind you, I already made the deal with the boss man before I got back to Maryland. I already knew I was going to be on the show. For real. Let's talk. So when I got back home and me and my best friend standing in my kitchen, May 6th, and we get a text message like this.
Exactly.
I'm like, let's go. And ain't nobody laying a finger on you. Why? Because I'm like, dang, my sister pregnant. We had already talked to her not going to get on there because her being pregnant is a liability. So I said, let's go. And everybody laying a finger because I'm like, oh, see, they didn't talk about some da-da-da-da. Look. Come on now, I already knew what was going on. She said it's going. She telling me this like I know. Look what I said. Matthew told me. Call him more in the audition. You don't know who Matthew is. Matthew is here. I don't know about da-da-da-da, what she gonna keep and da-da-da-da, because some point in time it came and she wasn't gonna keep the baby because she wanted to do baddies.
What kind of language is da-da-da-da? I mean, these chicks are like hood rats.
Talk about it. I said, yo, that's crazy. Me, this is what I said. I said, yay, but I was trying to say Tay because my best friend was right there. Nigga, my best friend always was show. Let's be clear. Me being myself got on the show, okay? So y'all keep trying to post him out. honor keep being, saved and all this. Y'all just don't know what the fucking about. Y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm trying to figure out what is y'all talking about. Y'all need to trying to add me and y'all little beats. Had to set them real straight this morning, Marcus. Now you acting clueless. Made a deal to beat up people to get on the show. I'm saving people. Honor still being saved and all this. Talking about? What are you talking about? That girl will literally fight anybody. I think and I believe my sister wasn't pregnant. And I said, well, yeah, my sister want to eat. And I'm standing right here. I promise you, Honor would have got up and fought.
Go on to the real street. Come on,
everyone. Listen, you know what's so funny? That same outfit I had on, that same orange outfit I had on. Of course, y'all not going to see it because Zeus ain't show it. Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I had to. I got to keep it real with you. I could only edit a little bit of that out because, honey, she was. I said, oh, no, you won't be doing it over here, honey. I said, oh, no, you won't. Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, Tesehki got some issues. I saw that on the No Jumper interview. And then, I'm starting. Then another thing, too, she really doesn't like her own sister. She has made herself not like her own sister, Chrisean Rock. I just can't get it. Your sister put you on game. We know, I'm going to tell you something. Tesehki has a soulful voice. She has a beautiful voice. But we all know that Tesehki would not have gotten as far as she has gotten without the help of Chrisean Rock. I'm sorry. People might disagree with me, but Chrisean would not have got as far as has she got without Chrisean Rock. Why are you hating on the same person who put you on? Your man didn't put you on. Okay? Your begging, thieving sister, not Mookie. Well, she's like a female Mookie, like she said. Chastity didn't put you on. Your mother certainly didn't put you on because she can't put herself on. You are ungrateful. You got a beef now with Zeus because they're not paying you allegedly what you are looking to be paid. You probably are spending more money on those wigs and weaves and them nails to get done and these wardrobes than you are on everything else. Now you want to sit there and blame everybody for what's going on with you. And you really need to look in the mirror at yourself. And like, what was it, Hood Unlock said, if it's 15 people that don't like you, now I ain't talking about like me as a commentator channel. There's a sickos out here. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Chrisean Rock supporter, of course, if I say something, I am too. I'm a Chrisean Rock supporter, but I'm gonna tell Chrisean Rock when she's doing something wrong. Period. Supporter or not. But what I'm saying is that that's different. But if you got 15 people saying the same thing about you, maybe you should look in the mirror at yourself because you might be the problem, Tesehki. For real. You are just, you're like sickly jealous of your sister. You are not appreciative at all about what your sister has done for you. And it's really sad. Make sure y'all put a like on this video. That's because she knocked off Chrisean. Right. She's a knockoff. They all depend on Rock. She needs more money for people. So great. And what I think she's doing now is because I have not seen Tesehki do this too much like the other Malones. I think she's strapped for cash. Maybe her tour, because she's been touring, going to different states, doing concerts and getting bags. That gig's probably almost over with. And she's not getting what she wants to get, or she feels she needs enough money, probably because she's living beyond her means, as in she's spending more money than she makes, and that's just my opinion. But I really feel like she's doing just like the Malones do. Hey, my sisters and my brothers and whoever else, every time they need money, every time they need attention, whatever the alternative motive is, they get onto line, and what do? They drag. So right now, Tesehki, I feel as though, is in a bind, a financial bind. She's desperate right now. So what do we do? We sometimes blame our loved ones, the ones that are closest to us. But you can never blame Chrisean Rock because Chrisean has made you. into who you are, whether you want to see it for that or not. You need to be grateful for that girl, and you're not. And it's really sad and it's pitiful. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad and it's pitiful. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Tesehki. You even got your grown daughter, and yes, I did say grown daughter, up there talking about she don't care too much for her aunt. You should have checked her when she said that, but you didn't. Your grown little daughter who's in adult conversations that she don't need to be in, saying that about her aunt. And if it wasn't for her aunt, she wouldn't have half the stuff that little girl has now. Because Tesehki wouldn't have been able to provide that because she wouldn't be making no money like that to provide that. And it's really, really sad how this Malone family is so thirsty for money and fame off the strength of Chrisean Rock that they continue to do this mess and be allowed to do it. And I also saw, and I'm gonna show you because that pissed me off too. What's her name? Chastity. All them gifts. Where you think all them gifts came from? If you think the gifts that Chastity is getting for her baby in her new house is from Chrisean Rock, let's put a Y up in the chat. I want to see how many Y's I see. Because, honey, if you don't think that that she's getting those gifts because of Chrisean Rock, then you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. Chrisean Rock needs to clean up her house. She needs to get these heathens out of her life. They ain't nothing but begging heathens. Simple as that. You expect that from strangers, but sometimes when your loved ones, your family, your blood, but like they say, just because they're your skin folk, don't make them your kinfolk. Tesehki is definitely going through more than what you're thinking, and it has nothing to do, in my opinion, probably with Chrisean Rock. She's taking it out on Chrisean Rock because everybody goes for that. When you stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, my bag. When you stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, then you know what I'm saying? She can't keep running this game. And blaming people because Tesehki got a chance to be on, and now you want to be ungrateful. Don't nobody care about you like that, Tesehki. We all know where you got your starting from. Now, whether or not you want to acknowledge that, that's on you. You got to live with you. But Chrisean needs to clean up her house, and she needs to get all of these sick people, and it's gonna start with her family. I hate to say that, out of her life. She needs to until they're able to act right, and until then, she don't need them around. And this, you know what? I understand that Chastity's having a baby, but let me just tell you this. Yeah, I'm going to show you that now. It says in the video, she said her friends sent her stuff. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she got a lot of friends like that are sending this clown Chastity stuff. Please, they're all bozo the clowns. They belong in the circus too. Look at this, and got a nerd that got her. Well, maybe Circus of Blues put the picture up with the middle finger. Well, I mean, I know she put the middle finger up, but that don't mean she put it up saying, I don't know. She may have been basically putting that up like, ha 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 ha, y'all can go blank blank. Cause look at what's going on. Look at that. Look at all them gifts. Rocking chair. Look at all them gifts from her supporter. Chrisean Rock supporters. Now I'm gonna get people trying to tell me that, oh, those are Chastity's friends. And why will people say that? Because you're listening to what Chastity's saying. We all know that Chastity ain't her own friend, let alone have friends to give her a whole truckload or storage or a pod worth of gifts. Look at all them gifts. Those are all from Chrisean Rock's fans. They're all using Chrisean, guys. Even if we weren't paying attention to what Tesehki is doing, you can't pay attention to what Chastity's doing. If they was none of them were inserting themselves in Chrisean's, business. And what I mean by business, this is where Chrisean gets her bag at. If they weren't always crying out to Chrisean's supporters for help, the supporters would know who Chastity was to say, oh, that's Chrisean Rock's sister. She's having a baby. She's moving into a new apartment. So let's help her. They're using Chrisean to get all of these things that they have. Y'all need to pay attention. And I hope none of these people, and if you have, then, God bless you. You got a good heart, and I'm not going to drag you. But I'm telling you, I hope nobody in here is supporting this girl at all. And I'm not saying it has nothing to do with, we don't have to support her, but it's about the baby. She's a con artist, a thief. This is the same person that we're supporting, not me, but I'm just saying the community of Chrisean Rock. This is the same community that's supporting her, but she steals from that community as well. She doesn't have that much friends, exactly, at all. Yeah, these I'm gonna be honest, I'm so sick of the Malones. I'm sick of you guys. I am so sick of you guys. I was so tired yesterday, but I wasn't tired to the point where I couldn't go live. What the topic was that I was gonna speak on, I was so disgusted about it because I'm like, what? This just came out of nowhere. Now Tesehki, that I just said, I'm not going live today. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I don't feel like going live today. Because there's always something with the Malones. They act like they are entitled. And they're not. They need to go sit down. This is how money makes people. They're literally using this girl, Chrisean. And soon as things don't go their way, they want to throw that same person under the bus. Yeah, I really truly don't have any respect for the Malones, and I'm sorry to say that. And I hope y'all forgive me, and if you don't, I don't care at the same time. But they need to go sit down, all of them. I'm getting to the point I'm getting sick of seeing them, hearing them. They just need to go sit down. Let Chrisean Rock be in the limelight by herself. She don't need you guys hanging around. You're not doing any good for Chrisean. You're just begging. That's all you're doing is being beggars. You know what I'm saying? It is really sad. And I'm gonna say this again. If Chastity would cutthroat her own sister. Her sister did a lot for her. And if she would do what she's doing now and has done since they had a fallout, off and on, getting on public platforms, off and on, she goes in and out with it. What makes you think she wouldn't do it to like one of you guys in the chat or somebody watching in the bushes? I'm just curious to know. What makes you think she wouldn't do it to any of you guys? I mean, it's just really sad. I want to show you something else. I'm not going to put it on volume, but I want to show you something else I was looking at. I was looking at the mother. I said to myself, it's just really sad how she destroyed her kids. Let me see if I can find it. And I was just looking at this mother. God forgive me for saying this, but the mother is a nutcase. And she's got her kids nutty. And they want this woman's love so badly. And I honestly don't see the mother trying to give back in any way but to always take. She's part of the problem, if you ask me. I wonder, is it this one? Let me see. Hold on. But I'm going to put this on mute because, like I said, these people ain't going to have me having to edit no video. But let's look at her face. It's just, she looks like she'd rather be somewhere active in the street doing the wrong thing than to control this family. I want to say it's this one here. See what I'm saying? Look at it. But that's not what I don't think this is. No, that's not the one. Look at the mother not even doing anything. That's not the one I wanted you to see, though. It's the next one. Hold on. It's ridiculous. It's the mother, man. You did this to your kids, man. You messed your kids up bad. I don't care who gets mad. I might never get the Mother of the Year award, but I'm certainly nothing like this. Come on with all this. Look at them all drunk. Always under the influence. Look at the mother. Look at the mother. Just look at the facial expression. It's like, stop this. And you expect this family to be normal? You expect this family to be normal? You really expect this family to be normal with mother and fathers like that? And this is not being disrespectful. This is the harsh reality. Some people should not have kids. This lady laid up and had 12 kids. You couldn't take care of one. Why are you laying down having 12 of them? And it's a disaster. The Malone fans, nothing but drama with these people. It's ridiculous. Soon as Chrisean Rock gets out, it's gonna be drama. She gonna have drama with Blueface. She kind of sort of was maturing a little bit, was a little bit laid back. That's gonna end soon as Blueface get out, because soon as Blueface go back with Jaidyn Alexis, she gonna be acting up too. It's gonna be mayhem and bedrock. Instead of her keeping it off of social media, because it's her business. Keep it off of social media. When you put people in your business, they stay in your business. She's gonna be acting up too. She's gonna be dragging people's names too. It's just too much. Hey, Star. It's just too much. It really is. Tesehki wants Chrisean's money. Yeah, well, you know what? There's a lot of people in life that want other people's money and success, but you got to work for yours. You got to work for yours. Just like I'm getting up every day, I'm on social media. I'm at the bottom of the tadpole. I'm not at the level of Chrisean pay scale yet. But I'm at this is their era. So that is, it's not like she's doing anything no different than me. But I don't rap, but I'm talking about as far as social media. There's all type of gigs you can do on social media to get social media money. But my point to you is, if she wants to be where her sister's at, you got to work for it. If nothing's handed to you. Like my mother always said, if you wait around for somebody to do something for you, you'll have nothing. Don't ever wait around for nobody to do for you, because don't nobody owe you anything at the end of the day. So I don't care what nobody says. Don't nobody owe you nothing at the end of the day. And if you think that somebody owes you something at the end of the day, you're sadly mistaken. I'm sorry. And look at the mother laughing. They're arguing. Ain't nobody in that video smiling. They're not acting. They are being filmed having a sister squabble, argument, disagreement. And she's laughing, the mother, because the light's on and nobody's home. What just happened here? My computer said, listen, lay off talking about Chrisean's mother. The computer said, wait a minute now. Lay off talking about Chrisean's mother. You on Chrisean's mother too much, and shut down them. It didn't shut down, but it went haywire. I had too many tabs open. Because I had the chastity begging tab open. Then I had the crazy and deranged Malone tab open. And then, you know what I'm saying? I had the StreamYard tab open. You can hear me now, though. But it was like, hey, listen, lay up off them crazy people. I'm going to lay up off them crazy people, honey. But, honey, let me tell you something. With family like that, who needs enemies? Bete, honey. Them peoples is crazy. Them peoples is crazy. Better stay away from them people. Better leave them folks alone. You better leave them folks alone. They ain't wrapped too tight. I'm trying to tell you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, because I was delayed. LOL. Them people, I'm trying to tell you, them people will rock you to sleep. They ain't their own friend, let alone yours. And it just kills me. See, a lot, I hate to say this, but a lot of people, and this is just my opinion, that are Chrisean Rock supporters that know that Chastity she ain't worth a dime, that gave her these gifts. These are some of them people, believe it or not, they're putting batteries in Chrisean Rock's back, Chastity's back, Tesehki's back, and all the Malone's back by giving them these gifts, egging them on to keep being about nothing, to get up on social media and just run a muckery. They're like social media renegades. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. It is so sad. I ain't seen a family so miserable and so hungry for money in my life. They will sell anybody down the river when things don't go their way. I don't trust that family as far as I can see them. And I don't care what nobody says. If it's any truth to she's having financial problems and she's not feeling like she's getting paid enough from Zeus Network, let me just tell you this. She's going to definitely be clout chasing off of Chrisean Rock's name at this point because she needs the audience. She needs the attention because audience equals a bag. And Tesehki knows it. She sees her sister do it on the level she does it. Chastity. She has seen the rest of her sisters. She sees China do it on the level that she does it when necessary, when she needs something done. They all do it at different levels, but they get what they need to get when they're strapped for cash and they need to use Chrisean Rock's fan base to get it. It's so disrespectful to me for you to be my blood, but you go to my place of work and wreak havoc and embarrass my name just because you're trying to get somewhere. Just like the sister who said that Chrisean Rock had promised to open up a restaurant. She was going to run it and it was going to help her be able to pay her bills. That's not our problem that you have bills prior to, you know what I'm saying, being promised that Chrisean Rock was going to open up that restaurant. That's not our problem at all. Yeah, clout chasing. They're all good at it. They're all good at it. And it's so sad. That's why when Chrisean Rock gets out, she don't need to just clean her space up just for viewers or supporters or fans or people that are haters. She needs to clean her house up as well for her family. Because her family ain't doing right by it. And I don't care what nobody say. Her family ain't doing right by it, and it's sad. It really, truly is sad. You know what I'm saying? I know that, nobody wants to be alone. Sometimes you got to be with yourself before you can be with anybody. And I am a firm believer of that. That's why I've learned years ago to be by myself, because sometimes that's where you might have to be when you got people around you that ain't doing right by you. Because you don't need nobody around you that's that's just too much space. That that's you could just do bad by yourself. That's my whole point. That's just too much space being taken up by negative energy. People will drag you down. And you might try to be the better person and ignore it. And because you're ignoring it, that's a great thing. But they will drag you down with the crabs in the barrel, right with them. If you sit there and keep those people around. And then guess what? If that happens, then they won. If that happens, then they won. And that's just the bottom line. Blue needs to go too. I know it. You ain't got to tell me. I already know. He needs to go too, because Blue is ill. He's definitely jealous of Chrisean Rock and her success as well. He needs to get missing too, and let Jaidyn have him. He ain't nothing to have. Give him to Jaidyn. You know how you can get peace, Chrisean Rock, is by saying, I don't have to put up with this no more. That's Jaidyn's problem. And that's just the bottom line. Because I'm going to tell you like this, man. Ain't no love lost, man. It's just too much going on. And you know what's really pissing me off about this? When I seen this yesterday, Tesehki talking about how Chrisean didn't put her on, and this and that and the other, and Zeus Network ain't paying her enough. The first thing I said was Tesehki is going through something financially. It has to do with money. This was just my opinion. And now she wants to get on social media, which she doesn't really get on that often, and do live streams where she knows that the audience is going to want to hear what she has to say, and drag people. And I'm going to tell you, when people like that do that on any platform, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Big O, wherever, Michael's, wherever platform you go on, if you bring drama, because drama sells, onto your platform, it's going to equal a bag. Period. And that's all I got to say. And it's really sad that these Malones will not stay off of social media with this mess. They are so miserable. And we all know that kids are like sponges, because look at Tesehki's daughter. She's so fresh. She's so fresh. Where do you think she gets? I don't care. What little teenager like that? Oh, I don't even think she's a teenager. What is she, like 8 or 10? Put the age in the chat, guys. I don't it's not that I don't like her. I don't care for her. You know why she says that? And she was able to distinguish. It's not that I don't like her. I just don't care for her. That's something a grown person would say. How do you know how to extinguish the two? Extinguish the two. Because you're listening to your mother. Your mother is talking around you, or where you can hear grown folks' conversation that you shouldn't even be in. They started making money and living above the. That's what I was saying earlier. What the problem is, and this is my opinion. What's her name? Tesehki is living beyond her means, getting all these hit dues, which probably cost thousands a month that she's spending for all these installs, getting her nails done. And I get my nails done too, pedicure, manicure. But all that Shanae out to here, and because of the length, they charge them $800 to $1,200, $1,500 every 2 weeks to get your nails done, because they got to paint and do all the labor to the nails. I don't think so. But you know what, though? People are going to get tired of telling these people what they need to stop doing. Because you know why? They're going to say, like I'm saying right now, while they're sitting here fighting each other over nothing, we're going to watch Jaidyn and Alexis get the bag. And it's designed for that to happen anyways. Blueface knew what he was doing when he set that up. It was designed to happen like that anyways. He knew that family was gonna crash and burn, and he also knew, even with Chrisean Rock and him being locked up, that she was gonna do something to trigger him, so he could have an excuse if he got out today why he's back with his baby's mother, Jaidyn Alexis. It's all game. You got to read between the lines. That's why I always say the loudest person in the room ain't saying anything. That's why I always say I am a supporter of Chrisean Rock, but I'm going to tell her when she's wrong. Chrisean Rock needs to focus more of her time on listening, paying attention. You got a lot of people out here that they're counting on your downfall. They don't want to see you shine. They want to see the rise and the fall of Chrisean Rock. She's got to understand that. She's got to pay attention. She's got to get these people out of her life. The longer you keep these people in your life, the longer they're going to keep hurting you. These people are thirsty. They've never had no taste of fame, because prior to Chrisean Rock even coming on to Baddies or meeting Blueface, she was on other reality like type shows getting money here and there. So she already had the dream to make money on social media, but she allowed Blueface to brainwash her and make her think that, well, I made you. The reason why you're making this kind of money is because of me. And this is why she feels like she owes Blueface so much, when I feel like that debt been paid about 10 times over, girl. Now I feel like you getting turned on paying a man. I can't look at a Blueface sideways no more, because I think you done paid that debt if you owe one. Now I think you doing it because you buying a man now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. If a man don't want to be kept, he's not gonna be kept. He's gonna still go. Don't matter how much money you give him. No, it don't matter how much yoni you give him. It don't matter how much you cook for him, wash his clothes. If a man don't want to be kept, he's not gonna stay. Don't matter how much money you give him. I'm sorry, or attention. People got to understand that. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Please hit the like button. Thank you. It honestly don't matter. And that's what people have to understand. I'm talking about women, because the majority of the people that are on my channel are women. You cannot keep no man trying to pay for a man. If you're paying for a man right now, you get rid of that man. Because it should be 50-50 in a relationship. You know, I understand if you got a good man and he helps around the house and he takes the trash out and he respects you, and you know you don't have like no crazy problems with him, and he might not have it right now, but we're talking about like Blueface, for an example, disrespects you any chance he gets. Now he's locked up. Do you think that any of what Chrisean did prior to her getting locked up he would do for her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know that, and I know that. I don't even have to ask you the question, because I know that we all know what the answer is to it. And it's really sad. Chrisean needs to cut these people off and go on about her life, because it's getting ridiculous. It really is getting ridiculous. I don't care what nobody says. To me, it's getting ridiculous. So I want to see how long this is going to go on with Tesehki. But sis, if you're listening to me, I think that you're doing all of what you're doing because you're strapped for cash. You spent all your money on those $1,000 nails that you get. Like, I'm looking at a picture from, what was it, 5 minutes ago. She got a brand new hair style after she cut them braids off in that video she did. She cut the braids out so she could get her hair done. And you think these installs are cheap? No. She's got the top stylists in the industry that are doing, like, people that are way more paid, got way more money. way more established than Chrisean Rock or Tesehki could ever be. And they do those people here too. So you think that they're gonna charge $200 or $300 for an installment? I don't think so. If you think that, you're sadly mistaken. None of them have respect for her and talk to her like she ain't. Yep. But people can only do what you allow them to do. That's how I look at it. People can only do what they allow you to do. I'm looking at one post she got here. She says, I get money, I'm a star. And don't get me wrong, I'm a commentator channel. When I log off, I don't have no smoke with nobody. I follow Tesehki. Matter of fact, I'm going to like her video because she does look cute. And her hairstyle looks cute. It's not my style, but that's her style. Am I going to put her down because I support Chrisean Rock and and say I dislike Tesehki? Absolutely not. For what? She's doing what she has to do. I just think that is you're being a slime ball because you're doing it to your sister. Someone that puts you on. I just don't understand how she doesn't acknowledge that. That's what bothers me. None of them acknowledges. Just like them blaming Chrisean about the mother being homeless. The mother should have never left California. Chrisean was trying to take care of the mother. The mother wants to be actively, in my opinion, getting high with the people she knows in Baltimore. So what is the person supposed to do? Relocate to where the mother's actively getting high in the street, and so she can take care of her mother that way? Stop what she's doing in her life to take care of her mother, who never took care of her when she was younger? That's crazy. Cute ain't always pretty, right? You could be beautiful on the outside and ugly in the inside, honey. Shoot. Trying to tell you. It is a sad, sad shame. The fact, it says that's a fact, but I feel like they should open her eyes. Just don't make no sense. I don't get it and stuff. But yeah, I think Tesehki's going through some financial situations, to be honest with you. And I think she's taking it out on her sister once again because hey, what's a girl to do in the Malone family when they ain't got no money? They just start throwing up people's names. Throwing up people's names and blaming and pointing fingers and outing people and all kind of stuff. And she lied on me and she did this and she did that. And then we're here where we're here now. Because all of a sudden, now Tesehki's the thing. Nobody was thinking about Tesehki until Tesehki came out the woodwork with this nonsense. Or did Tesehki come out the woodwork with it? I remember I did a couple of Jason Lee interviews, and they talked about everything under the sun, including Tesehki. You know what I'm saying? In the fallout, Jason Lee was talking to Chrisean Rock about it on their interview. She mentioned on how she did put her sister on to the baddies on Zeus Network. So did somebody get a clip of that and they sparked something up? Or did Tesehki get a clip of it and start up? I don't know. I just don't understand how all of a sudden Tesehki is a thing all of a sudden. Why is she such a thing? You know what I'm saying? It's always some, and it's so crazy because the girl's locked up. The girl's locked up. It's just crazy. So I don't think so. She's booked and busy and has the right to fight for money, more money, just like you should capitalize everything. Well, no. I'm not. Listen, I'm not talking about her fighting Zeus. That's their beef. I'm talking about how does her wanting more money from Zeus Network got to do with Chrisean Rock? Those are two separate issues. So how are you making two separate issues an issue? Chrisean Rock's in jail right now. She can't be a threat or a bother to anybody right now, Hood Unlocked. I'm not on. You think that I wasted my Saturday to get on here to talk about how Tesehki's acting a fool because she wants a pay increase? I want a pay increase too at my line of work. That's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is how you're mingling and mixing the two. That you're obviously having a financial crisis probably because you're living beyond your means with all these thousands of dollars of what is it called, installments and $800 nails and outfits, trying to keep up with Chrisean, who probably already has, well, she has it probably more than you is what I should say. How are you putting her in it? And even if somebody put a battery in Tesehki's back and said, well, at least you're making money from Zeus Network, why are you not being grateful about it? Even if he's not paying you, what you feel like you should get, you're still getting more than the average person. If somebody came along and said something like that, then you should be arguing and fighting and carrying on with them. If somebody said, oh, because your sister's the one that put you on, if they assume that and said that to you and that triggered you, you should be taking that out on that person and not your sister. You can't say Chrisean is saying that in this present time because she's locked up. There are two sides to every story, and there's the truth. Hood Unlocked, you're right. There's three sides to the story. Your side, my side, the truth. But let's not make it on this channel right here that I'm making a live stream video because I'm worrying about Tesehki and her money with Zeus. I don't care about that. I'm on this live stream because I don't care about what the truth is. Tesehki's money and Zeus is their business. I'm talking about why is Tesehki all of a sudden a thing up here on social media when she's been booked and busy and she ain't been having time to get on here to even bring up old stuff. Where did all this energy come from? I'm not talking about no money in no Zeus Network. So if we're paying attention, we'll see that that's not even what I'm hitting on. I don't care if Tesehki's lying or not, or Zeus Network is lying or not. Chrisean don't got nothing to do with her pay increase or decrease on Zeus Network. I'm talking about why is Tesehki all of a sudden a thing? What is going on in her personal life that she now has to put her sister in it like Chastity does and China does and everybody else does when they're having hard times? That is what the purpose of this live stream is. Is this a coincidence that every time they are having hard times, that's when Chrisean Rock's name comes in the picture? That's what I'm talking about. So all that, there's your side, my side. You wouldn't be saying that if you was following where I'm going with it. You really wouldn't be. Because you're not touching on nothing that I'm trying to touch on at all. You're thinking I'm talking about something else, apparently. And I'm not. I'm really not. So I don't know what you're hearing or something. Maybe we're speaking another language, but I don't know. I don't got time to be going back and forth. When I know why I'm up here. I know where my stance is at. I know where my position's at. And I just want to know why all of a sudden this is a thing with Tesehki now. Tesehki is duplicating what the Malones do. That's my point. Now, why all of a sudden you duplicating what the Malones do? You supposed to be that girl. You supposed to be the boss lady. The boss lady don't got to get up here and talk to the public about her business on social media. You get in the bag. Like you say, you boss lady. Boss ladies don't have to get up here and out anything about anything. Get in the board meeting. Get get to the big table with the big dogs and complain to them. Hey, Buttercup, don't tell us anything. Tell Lemmy if you got a problem about your pay. We can't do nothing about your pay. What are we supposed to do? Sign a petition so that this ungrateful sister can get more pay? I don't feel bad for Tesehki because, like I told you, people are gonna get mad today. My position is that I feel that Tesehki used Chrisean. Now she's giving her butt to kiss. Please, we have to wait and see how Chrisean handles all this. Comes home. Let her have it. Everyone has their moment. You're right about that, Hood Rich, because I'm gonna have my moment right now on my own platform, minding my business in my lane. And if anybody's over here, they're over here in my lane. You feel what I'm saying, Lola? She don't have to be the way she is exactly. Hey, Buttercup. I knew everyone was gonna hate Tesehki if this is about Chrisean now. Well, we already know how she really feels about Chrisean, because think about this. Let me tell you how deep I went with this. When she allegedly just found out about her nephew not having somewhere stable to be because Chrisean had just got arrested, right? And the baby was with Marsh. If you was a woman, not sister, being somebody's sister, but if you was a woman, you would have put that problem aside and got your nephew. So that goes to show the character of Tesehki. And like I said, I follow her. I believe in forgiveness, and I also believe in I can't really be mad at her because I don't know her. So yeah, do I follow her? If I see her, she got a cute outfit on, her hair's looking nice. Am I gonna like the post? Yeah. I might not comment unless it's something that I can resonate with. But I'm not feeling how she's moving right now. I'm not feeling it. And that's just how I feel. I'm just giving my opinion on my platform. I'm not going to anybody else's platform, starting any mayhem up on their platform about how I feel. I'm on my own platform saying how I feel. And I'm going to continue to do it because I feel like there's an alternative motive. Period. There's an alternative motive. And I believe that there's something going on, and it's not my business, but I believe that there's something going on with Tesehki, and it might be on a financial level, and how conveniently, like they always do. Hold on, guys, I gotta drink some water. That they will use Chrisean when there's a problem. Hold on. And that's the bottom line. Do you guys know? Let me give you a hack. Let's get off the subject really quickly, because I know y'all want to talk about this mess. Take a 16 bottle of spring water, put 1/8 of a teaspoon of no salt, which is pure magnesium, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, and shake it up. And if you drink it, like all through the day, you don't have to guzzle it down, but when you're thirsty, it will it's a natural, it takes away your hunger. It make, with the magnesium and the sodium, because that's all you're really craving for anyways, is that when you want to eat. If you put that in your water, which makes your water healthier anyways, magnesium, which is the no salt you can get in the grocery store, and sea salt, which I'm using right now because I can never find the pink salt, that can help you guys lose weight. I've been doing it like that for years, but I don't only do it for weight loss, because even when I gain weight, there's only but so much weight that I can keep losing because I don't want to get too skinny, underweight. But yeah, that's a something you should do if you really want to get your that weight off and get it off way before the summertime gets here. Says Megan and Moneybag Yo allegedly sneaking around behind Erie Fletcher's back. Ooh, Tasha K, did y'all see that? I'm sitting here looking at some of these posts up here on IG. It says Megan, talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Moneybag Yo allegedly sneaking around behind Erie Fletcher's back. I got to check that out. I got to bookmark that. I might even share that later on. Cause honey, we gonna stop. We fitting stop talking about all this mess. Like I told you before, I refuse to talk about anything about when Chrisean Rock's getting out until it is posted on Legal Docs release date. I'm not getting into none of this confusion, and then the courts switch up and change this and change that in the on the dockets, legal dockets, and people going around, you're lying, you're this. I'm not doing that. You won't catch me doing it. So going forward, we're going to be doing commentary, like I said. I'm going to bring up videos that I find that I'm going to tell you it has led up to why things are the way, because things happen prior to bigger things happening, like right now. From people ignoring the little things. And that's why I bring up these older videos of things that I peeped prior to this blowing up the way that it did. Or this foolishness, even with Tesehki. I knew when the time was right, Tesehki was going to do just like the rest of the Malones. When it's convenient for her, she was going to go drag in Chrisean Rock's name. Even though she, at one point in time, you couldn't go on her live and say even Chrisean Rock's name without her trying to shut you down. Now, why all of a sudden is it conveniently okay for you to talk about how your sister lied about this and lied about that in the midst of you having war over your money with Zeus Network? Zeus don't even like Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock don't care too much for Zeus. They don't really do business. She did an appearance that time when she was with Tommy Lee, but you don't see a whole bunch of baddies appearances this year with with Chrisean Rock, because the way they did her when she was pregnant and on the show, she wasn't feeling that. So she didn't want to go back or have any dealings with Zeus Network. So Tesehki shouldn't even be putting her in any of that. Period, point blank. And that's my opinion. That is my opinion. Has anybody in here ever got IV therapy? It says elevate your wellness, 10% off. IV therapy. Supercharge your body with IV therapy. Absorb electrolytes and nutrition faster for a quick boost. Our traditional drip, and let me see what it says. It shows rapid effects of total IV. I want to get one of these, and I'm not even into I don't like no needles now. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. Yesterday I was gonna get on here, and then I said I'm not doing that. I said to myself, I need to take me a break. Today I'm gonna refeed. I might get the itis, and I might not even come back on here tomorrow. I mean today. I said tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. That's probably when you'll see me again. I said these people is crazy. Tesehki running through some hard times, and now she want to sit there and put her sister in the, and it's just so, it makes me so mad when people are just not grateful. And I agree with a lot of people earlier that was saying that without Chrisean, I don't feel as though Tesehki would have grown her career. I know she could sing. She was doing singing prior to even being where she's at now. But because she had a sister who was already famous, she helped her. And I don't think that Chrisean gets enough credit for it. And that's just my opinion. So it is what it is. And if people don't like that, that's my opinion, then I don't know what to say. But I think that when Chrisean Rock gets out, she needs to get far away from people, places, and things. And when I say people, places, and things, I'm talking about her family. And I really hope that Chastity is not going to be living in California. That'd be the worst mistake that she makes. That'd be the worst mistake that she makes. Call us to schedule an appointment. That'd be the worst mistake that she makes, is by doing that. You know what I'm saying? She gonna mess around and get Chrisean caught up into some nonsense, or Chrisean's gonna end up having to play babysitter to her sister, because her sister will be probably getting locked up, stealing probably out of stores. Who knows what Chastity does, the sister? We know she steals from her fans, so I don't bring them past her, honey. We definitely know that. We definitely know that for a fact. It's just ridiculous. But listen, I'm about to get up off of here. I'm finished venting. I probably will be on tonight around 7 tonight to do a live. So I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. And I'll see you later. Mwah.